I am a person who likes to admire nature, outdoor activities and beautiful landscapes. I don't remember a more beautiful one than the Espinazo del Diablo in Durango. You can see the canals from your car while you cross a beautiful mountain with some fog and breeze. I camped with some friends in that place. We were waiting to do some rappel walking. Some colleagues had recommended the place, attended by a man over 60 years old, his wife and 3 children, very kind and friendly people. There are no high-level facilities, but it is a very quiet place where we can put our country houses and spend the whole day outside exploring. There was also another inhabitant there, an American, ex-Marine, that between 2 large rocks placed a roof and spent long seasons there. The first day he helped us settle in, gave us tips on the place and we ate with him a freshly caught viper. The night came soon. We did not intend to wake up, although we enjoyed the view, the clear sky, so starry, the fresh aroma and the noise of small streams of water between the rocks. We entered our country houses. We had not been sleeping long when a strong wind crashing into our shelter prevented us from sleeping. Fortunately, this lasted only a couple of minutes. Very early in the morning after breakfast, our guide took us for a walk around so that we could choose the best places for our activity, having marked them on the map, enjoying the great view. We returned to our temporary house. It is surprising how time passes so fast, for it was already more than 2 in the afternoon and our friend the gringo invited us to eat again. Already at night, the same story of sleeping early and the improvised wind, which this time moved our houses, took the stakes from one of them and we rolled a few meters. After laughing a little, we went out to put them back in their place. Everything was fine until, among the trees, we could see a shadow that was moving very slowly. We could not see it clearly and we didn't pay much attention to it, because it was too big. Maybe it was some other tree that was moving in the wind. The third night, along with the wind, came the cry of a goat. We heard it from afar, maybe closer. A scream, a dry blow and total silence. We went out to see what it was about, and the poor animal was undone, impaled in a tree in front of us. The blood ran down the tree, and its viscera fell to pieces, as if something had thrown it with force on purpose. Then we were on edge. We made guard in groups of 2, and in the second guard we heard a sound from afar. But we hoped it wasn't like that, because with the noise of that magnitude, the animal that made it must have been huge. It approached more and more, but we couldn't see anything. Apparently it surrounded us, the trees began to wither, the earth to rise and then, when it stood on top of one of our cars, it stood still there. The claws ripped the metal and its weight crushed the hood down to the level of the seats. We were left immobile watching him. He was bringing another goat, at the peak, dead already. She didn't cry or wriggle. He took it in his claws and started eating, dismembering it with a speed that made us see that he had a lot of experience. We wanted to get closer slowly, but we were too clumsy. With the smallest sound, the animal next to us turned its face towards us, emitting a sound between growl and scream. He spread his wings, reaching a range of about 8 or 10 meters, and flew towards us. We had to throw ourselves to the ground and he passed us over. That thing destroyed our camp in an instant. Without being able to use the car to get there, we went to the house of our guides. We told them what happened, but it did not surprise them. On the contrary, we were the surprised ones when they told us that that bird. Sometimes he would get there and he would steal goats from neighboring farms. Even sometimes he would leave some pieces of meat. Fortunately, nobody was harmed, it was just a scare and the experience. There is no doubt that there are many things in this world that we do not yet know, and that bird is one of them.